In this video, we'll show you how to complete the Organization Assignment List, ICS Form 203. The ICS Form 203 can be a bit daunting, I'll admit. There are lots of blocks that can serve more than one role. No worries though. Just remember that all you're doing here is taking the ICS Incident Organization chart and adding names to all the command and general staff positions and the leads supporting them. Let's take a look. Blocks 1 and 2 are where we add our incident name and operational period. For this example, we're using Liberty County Fairgrounds as the incident name. Block 2 is our operational period. In the next few blocks, we're basically describing our organization chart through lists. In Block 3, we would list the incident commander or unified command membership and the rest of the incident's command staff by placing their names by the corresponding position. In this example, we have a unified command made up of Pablo McLean and Sheriff Cash Goodman. They're listed in no particular order since all of the members of the unified command are equal. Moving down the list, we see Grady Potts assigned as the safety officer, Aiden Walters as the public information officer, and Kaylin Mercer as the liaison officer. Each person's name is written next to their assigned position. In Block 4, you would enter various agencies and organizations on the left, and the names of their representatives on the right. These are people who aren't represented in the incident organization structure, but have a leadership or support role to the response. They can be agency administrators, top government positions, or liaisons. In Block 5, Planning section, simply drop the names of the personnel to the right of their assigned positions. Notice the blank spaces at the bottom of the box. We can use those to insert other positions under the Planning section, or if we need more space for technical specialists. So far, things are pretty straightforward, but it gets a little more complex when we start adding branches, divisions, and groups. In Block 6, we venture into the Logistics section. This unit's blocks are fully built out with a support branch and a service branch. In this case, most of the Logistics section positions aren't filled, so there isn't a span of control problem. If a position isn't filled, be sure to leave it blank. Let's move on to Block 7, the Operations section. First, there are many ways to structure the operations sections, including breaking into branches, divisions, and groups. The key thing to remember is that this form should reflect your incident's actual structure. Some find it helpful to sketch out the basic organizational chart, the ICS Form 207, with someone from operations to help. Having an org chart on hand may make it easier to translate here. In our example, Marilyn Gibson is the Operations Section Chief. We also have a Law Enforcement branch, which includes the Perimeter and Traffic Group and an Investigations Group. Let's take a closer look at the Perimeter and Traffic Group. It is led by Bianca McCall. For anyone scanning this document, we'll make it easy for them to see that Perimeter is a group by crossing out the word division. In our scenario, these are all groups, so we will cross out the word division for them all. When we go down to the next branch, notice that we have a Hazmat Group, Damage Assessment Group, Extinguishment Group, EMS Group, and Rescue Group. These are all fire department-related organizations and are under the Fire and Hazardous Materials branch. The third branch has a Reunification Group and a Shelter Group. These are all human services focused and therefore fall under a Human Services branch. The main point is that the form should reflect how we've aligned our ops section, whether that's using branches, divisions, groups, or none of the above. The form should not drive that alignment. In Block 8, Finance and Administration, we follow the same process as in the other section. Finally, in Block 9, we'll include the preparer's name, position, signature, and date and time they completed the form. This helps the people reviewing this form to know who to contact with questions. The Planning section will fill out the IAP page number. This number changes depending on how many forms are used in building the IAP, so you won't have that number until the IAP is complete. That's it for the Organizational Assignment List, ICS Form 203. Thanks for watching.